Hey everyone, this is post-production WD Lightning here, and I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in since I've just finished up Half-Life Alyx in regards to Half-Life 3 and everyone like freaking out and talking about Half-Life 3 right around the corner. I'm gonna level with you guys. Like the people who are getting upset it's not being announced at the Game Awards are you're wrong and you're kind of a fucking idiot. The reason I say that is because like back when I watched like one of the Game Awards in I think 2024, I believe it was back when whenever like it was announced that Gabe Newell's yacht was going to be near the Game Awards location or something. People were freaking out, hoping that Half Life 3 was going to get announced. I was actually curious, I will admit, and so I checked it out. And it didn't happen, of course, which most people like they then went into coping mode and like freaking out and this that and the other. I just sat back and thought to myself, okay, well, why wasn't it announced? Why didn't Valve do anything? And then I thought about it and I was like, well, how did Half-Life Alyx release, and like how did the trailer for that come out and the announcement for it? And it's like, oh, just Valve just did it. They didn't have anything flashy, they didn't have anything exciting or whatever, they just did it. And I thought about that and I was like, okay, so, well, what was the lead up to Half-Life Alyx? Oh, they released the Index. Okay, cool. So Valve releases a new piece of hardware, and then they release a game with it. So they released the Valve Index, and then they released Half-Life Alyx with it. They released the Steam Deck and that Portal game that came along with it. So then I just kind of sat there thinking to myself, okay, so all we have to do is wait for Valve to release some new hardware, and after that, we can predict when the next game's going to come out. The reason why I have been interested in this is because back, I think, earlier 2025 or late 2024, Michael Shapiro, the guy who voices G-Man, made a little video that blew up the internet, talking about like the last things he said was "see you in the new year."
Another year already. Good to see and hear from so many of you. May the next quarter century deliver as many unexpected surprises as did the millenniums first. Then again, time is fluid, like music. See you in the new year.
And I thought, okay, well, I'll keep an eye out for Half-Life stuff throughout 2025. And we got leaks and little tidbits about whatever HLX is, which is clearly a new Half-Life game. But no hardware was announced. It was just a leak. So my thought was, okay, well, when Valve releases some hardware, the game will come with it. And then in November, I cannot remember the day. It might have been like the 6th or the 3rd or something. I can't remember. They released those three new pieces of hardware, like the new Steam controller, the new Steam VR headset, and the Gabe Cube. I cannot remember their actual names, but yeah, like they released those, and I thought, huh, well, now we have new hardware. All we have to do now is just wait. And I've been thinking for a while now, and like when exactly the new Half Life game's gonna drop, and like, oh, like when is it gonna happen? It's gonna happen soon. I kind of sat there and thought to myself, well, those things come out in like early 2026, I think. So if we base off like how Valve treated Half-Life Alyx and that Portal game on the Steam Deck, we can safely assume that an announcement would probably come. Like, if I'm just gonna spitball here, completely guess. Um, the announcement for a Half-Life game will be like December 28th to the 31st, something like that, is when the video will be released. And it could just be Gabe Newell saying the number three. Um, then in January, a trailer could drop alongside the release of the new consoles to spike people's interest in buying them. and then say in like I don't know, sometime between March and June, the Half-Life 3 will release. That's my guess, anyways. Recap: trailer or the announcement on the 28th or to the 31st of December of 2025. Trailer releases somewhere in January or February 2026, and then the game releases somewhere between March and June of 2026. That's my theory, basing purely off of Valve's previous behavior. And I want to make this very clear. I could be just completely fucking wrong, alright? Half Life 3 could release in like July or October or fucking. If Valve is really wanting to be a dick, they just release it in December of next year. I don't know. I am fully expecting to be wrong completely. So don't take my word as gospel. I'm just some dumbass on the internet, purely basing my analysis and my theory off of Valve's behavior. I'm fully expecting you to get it wrong. All right. So yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Uh, See y'all in the new year.